It's on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. First down run for Connor, not going to get much. Maybe a yard. Second down. Still 9 remaining on second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the...
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. You know it's never easy to get Kyler Murray down to the ground, and to do it with a sack on their first drive, what a great tone setter defensively.
Oh, no one's celebrating more than the defensive coordinator, because that's all he's preached all week long.
Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth. On fourth down, here's Andy Lee on to kick it away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 26. Throwing to start the drive. Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rob Gronkowski, 74 yards. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now a 7-0 game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Shotgun now from Murray. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Throwing now is Murray. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They're going for it. Hits Murray. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. On play action, it's Brady. That's complete to Tyler Johnson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. this is incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Brady's throw pulled in by Gronkowski. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Looking back to the air on second down, it's Brady. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cards are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them. That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw into the hands of Kirk. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Throwing on first down is Murray. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Big Vita Vea pushing his way through to wind up with a sack. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Murray now. This is caught. It's Kirk. The 40. The 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football. Extra point good by Prater, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Jones running on first down, but finding it pretty tough going as he'll get forward for only about 3 there before he's taken down. Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response. They'll run on first down. Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle. That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. It's complete. He's got Gronk. And the Bucs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Completion left side to Miller. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Scotty Miller from 6 yards away. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Succa. And that makes the score 14-7. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Moore now on the return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And within trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play, picks up the 1st down and then slides to the ground. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Green. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. 1st down, Murray. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength. Prater on to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the 1st half, they'll call the timeout. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. The final shot before half for Brady. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Second half straight ahead from Raymond James Stadium. Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. So for the call, let's get back over to Tampa and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Brady gives this one off to Jones. A limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. Right side, that's complete to Gronkowski. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
On play action, now Brady. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the 1st down sack. Brady, he's able to find Miller. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cardinals are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Murray now to throw. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
In on the stop, Kevin Minter. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Connor going to get it again on second down. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And some room to roam now. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big play there on the catch and run. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Edmonds running to the right. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The quick slant caught. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Murray keeps it himself, and he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray keeping it himself from a yard out, and the Cardinals have broken the tie. Prater for the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14.
Buccaneers 14.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense is in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And Brady's throw there incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going up top for Miller. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now Brady. Connecting with Johnson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
2nd and 2. Brady to throw. Complete to Jones. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Brady's throw taken in by Evans here. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. To throw is Brady. He'll get this one complete to Darden. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the jet sweep, this is Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a 1st down and more. And down to the 16-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Brady. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cards have just about sewn up this football game.
Good game.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Connor going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, it's Connor. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's